paid to hit shots like that. Honestly, every time he shoots, I think it's going in.
Play for three. Got it! 41 for Clay. Knifing through the defense and all the way to the hole. Late pass, corner three. Oh, the snatch back dribble is good.
Right, left, inside.
Oh, the work pays off. Little fancy. Zoo recovers for the flush. Into lane. Oh, and he punched it into this.
Halliburton from half court.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he made it. He made it.
To Murray. Here's Trey in the open court. Underneath Griffin. Got it. And the Hawks win.
Welcome back to NBA Today. Man, there was so much good basketball over the last 72 hours. It's our first show of the week. We got a special little holiday schedule here, so today is our only show. So, Richard.
What's up?
I want to start with you here. Biggest takeaway from the weekend was, and I'm including Monday in that.
Look, we are exactly 30 minutes and 19 seconds into this show. This is a new record, and we have not talked about the Lakers yet.
You're gonna break it?
And I am going to break it. Only because Anthony Davis deserves to be talked about. And look, I know people send all these player stuff when we criticize them. Send Anthony Davis this, everybody. Tag him in this. Anthony Davis has been an absolute monster these last few days. If Anthony Davis can continue to play like this, he didn't even hit a three. At the beginning of the year, he talked about wanting to play in all 82 games. But ultimately, the thing that I like most about him is his aggression, his field goal percentage, his rebounds, and he's doing this without LeBron James. If he would have been able to do this a couple years ago, they might not have switched up their roster, but they felt like he needed more help to be dominant. And right now he is being dominant, and it's been...
Somewhere I hear our friend Kendrick Perkins changing his MVP pick.
Oh, no.
There's a reason why he's not on the show today.
Bron did say that he's playing like his old self. So.
Right.
Yes.
Janae, biggest takeaway from the weekend.
Here we go. Light the beam. Light the
What?
beam. I can't get up. Light the beam.
What?
The
Canes.
Canes.
What, the Canes?
It's all about the Canes.
Where does Light the Beam and the Kangs come in?
That's their
Last time I
chant.
checked, when they win, they
light
literally
the beam.
light a beam, and
I've never heard that.
Richard,
I
shut
have
up.
to go to their
Richard,
arena.
shut up. This is about Sacramento.
You need to watch a game or two,
Thank
RJ.
you. Watch a game.
I just
Get out
did
of
their
Brooklyn.
Nets game. I just did their Nets game.
Te amo, but
Okay, I'm
cállate,
saying-
por
okay,
favor.
okay.
Watch their home game, RJ.
120 points per game in 6 straight games. They've had a crazy 128-point offensive efficiency. They are the only team shooting better than 50% from the field. They are underestimated, and I feel like they deserve the limelight. So light the beam. Richard, you are just...
Mike Brown.
I think, Richard,
Shout out to Mike
you
Brown.
were in Sacramento. the
Yeah,
other day,
Vince. I was in Sacramento for that Nets
Yeah.
game. They beat the
You just
Nets.
didn't look up.
They beat the... Well, yeah, look.
Did you not know where you were?
And
I knew.
and
But
they
you know
light
what?
the beam.
It had been so long since the kids, 19 years? Since you
What
were
was the
like in
score that game?
elementary
The
school.
longest
When
score
you
that game?
leave the arena, there's going to be a beam that's pointing
will
outside.
underneath.
You
Well,
see
here's the
Vince,
thing.
you know, you go
the
underneath.
Kings are rolling,
You still gotta go
so
outside.
Richard is going to see it.
Fox,
Zach,
Sabonis.
are we sticking with the Kings, or is something else standing out to you from this weekend?
I think it's probably about time to talk about how the Miami Heat are 7-11. Jimmy Butler's out with knee soreness. Tyler Hero's missed a bunch of games in a row. Duncan Robinson can't stay in the rotation. Victor Oladipo hasn't played yet. Bam Adebayo returned last night after missing a couple of games. This is a skeleton crew. They can't even take Kyle Lowry out of the game. He's playing almost the entire game in the last week. They're 7-11. They got all those injuries. At what point does this become a serious problem with the season spiraling a little bit out of control? And what does that mean for the trade market? How aggressively does Miami get? They have a couple first-round picks to deal. They have some salary to deal. How desperate do they get? Do they make a trade now because they're running out of players? This is becoming a big story in the Eastern Conference for a team that was one shot away from making the finals last year.
Vince, take us home. Biggest takeaway.
I'm going to talk about that guy by the name of Klay Thompson.
Yes.
Y'all see what Klay Thompson did against the Rockets? That's right. He had 41. He was balling. And that's the thing about that. We know Klay Thompson's always listening. He's hearing the whispers. He's hearing everybody talk about, does he still have it? Well, the last 4 games, he's averaging 24 points on 47% shooting from the field, 49% from 3 on 10 attempts. 10 attempts from the three-point line. So not only is he shooting it well, he's getting a lot of them up, letting us and reminding us, I am Klay Thompson, and I am a splash brother that gets it done. I mean, you see those numbers right there. He's getting it done. And it's good to see, it's great to see Klay Thompson back to form now. If the Warriors can continue to get some wins, particularly on the road, they'll get back into the talks. And we won't just be talking about the Lakers.
Yeah, maybe they'll get a little more synergy. I know they just rested their stars, but Jordan Poole had a bigger night scoring the ball, so that'll be good. But like Malika, Vince was talking about something. Who did they do it against?
I'm sorry.
My Rockets.
Everyone does it against the Rockets. They work.
I'm sorry. All right, can I weigh in here? Do I get to put my fingers in on a takeaway on this?
Yeah, put your fingers in.
Okay.
RJ.
Do not say that.
No, I'm saying what you said.
I was in Crypto.com Arena last night, and the Clippers were so much fun to watch against this Utah Jazz team. And I had a chance to chat with Reggie Jackson after the game. He's found his swagger again. He said that Paul George texted him a couple of games ago and said, hey, bro, I just want to see you smile again. And he said that has corresponded with his confidence coming back up, being able to hit the shots, having the offense run through him. And this Clippers team, they're starting to get back right. Paul George isn't in there right now. Kawhi Leonard is back, though. Today, I know we liked them at the beginning of the season. The gears are starting to turn a little bit more. Richard, I'm not even
Wait, Norm also getting
Powell,
back into, yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, they have a couple of contenders for Sixth Man of the Year in Norm Powell and John Wall on this one. All right, so to come on NBA Today, we have more Ben Simmons to get to. The long-awaited return in Philadelphia. We check in with our reporters on the ground as NBA Today rolls on. We need to catch up since we were last on air. So I want to do this to play. Oh, don't be nosy.
I'm nosy.
She's super nosy.
Malika is
No, I didn't say that.
Amazing. All right. A reminder, we're going to play Chop It or Drop It. This is how it's going to work if you want to play on this topic. If you want to chop it, talk about it, you say chop it. If you don't, then you say drop it. We're going to start here on Friday. Giannis. He missed a career-high 11 free throws in the Bucks' 8-point loss to the 76ers. Then after the game, Giannis was trying to get some free throw practice in. That's when Sixers center Montrezl Harrell came out, took the ball from him, and then there was some back and forth. Giannis got 2 more basketballs, came back out, and by then, the Sixers arena staff had a ladder in the way of the hoop. Giannis proceeded to push the ladder out of the way. Richard, you had some reaction to this on TikTok. Are we chopping it or are we dropping it?
Oh, we're chopping it. And any reference to my TikTok, and this is the thing, Vince knows this, everybody knows this. Pre-game, you're supposed to open up the court 90 minutes before, right? And teams will wait till 90 minutes. That's like per NBA regulations. Post-game, you are not entitled to that. Is it petty? As the petty television show we are, and I am Richard Petty, and we are the petty kids here. Montrezl Harrell is entitled to that on his home floor. And I think Giannis was like, hey, I just want to shoot my free throws. And Montrezl has the right. And if you see the original video, there was a coach or somebody rebounding for Montrezl was like, hey, we need to use this because we might have a flight or I don't know the entire situation, but ultimately the road players are not entitled to that. If they need to break down the floor and everybody's, well, there's 2 hoops. Well, they were breaking down 1 hoop and then Montrezl was shooting. So when Giannis wouldn't clear the 4, Montrezl went to the other hoop and then Philly took the ladder over there. Point being is this.
Yeah.
It escalated past the point of anything that was positive. I don't think anyone really did anything wrong, but the lesson learned here for all the people at home is post-game, the road team is not entitled to anything. That's part of, like, when you play in the playoffs, you don't talk to opposing players until the series is over. So there are certain things that go inside this that people need to understand.
Vince?
Hey, RJ, I want to add to that. Playoffs is worse. I don't even think he would have gotten any shots up because he wouldn't be able to find a basketball to do so. So yeah, I agree with, at home, it's kind of like that. So I understand Giannis's frustration, but it's just, it's a little pettiness,
right.
but
It's very, petty. It did remind me of.
But it is what it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is. It reminded me of the great Lee Jenkins wrote a profile back in the day on Giannis in his early days, and he used to do this after every single game. He would go out and shoot. We don't see it very much from him anymore, but this was a part of his routine, particularly when he struggled. Moving on.
Keep it in Milwaukee.
Last night, Donovan Mitchell took a rebound away from his teammate, Evan Mobley. Mobley finished the game 1 rebound shy of a double-double. Shanae, are you chopping or dropping Mitchell with the rebound here?
I'm half and half. I'm chopping it up to give my time to Vince Carter because he explains why double-doubles matter. But first, I'll say this. Take the free meal. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Don is like, this is just a summation of the Cavs and their chemistry that they're building, all the good vibes and all that stuff coming off of a win. But yeah, take the free meal, Evan Mobley. Many more double-doubles in your future. Vince, tell them why double-doubles matter, actually.
Well, double-doubles, I feel matter to a lot of young guys, especially an up-and-coming young guy. He wants to establish himself as a household name and a double-double machine. So every double-double to him matters. And also, there's a lot of guys, a lot of bigs who will always tell you, you know, it looks good when it comes contract time to see how many double-doubles that you get. And you don't want to leave any double-doubles on the table or left behind, if you know what I'm saying. So that's why I understand. And you can tell, like,